Hey, just a real quick video to show you guys the progress that we've made on the bookshelves. So it's hard to see in great detail on video, but we have filled all of the nail holes and painted all of the faces, and it's going to require one more coat of paint. I'll flip the camera here and show you guys exactly, or I'll at least describe how we did that. We have pulled all of the old cabinets out of the front of the shop and moved them to the back and set up some furniture, and we're moving right along. So what's today? It's Monday. We opened Sunday. So we're like we opened Saturday. So we're like 5 days and a wake up away from being in business. And I just really want to impress upon people how much you can do in the last week. Let me just show you a little bit of something. Okay, so here is most of my inventory. I still have inventory coming in that is not currently here. It's at my house. This is my stock that we are getting ready to start filling shelves with. Tomorrow we'll start stacking shelves, which would be Tuesday. Again, we open Saturday. Worst case, we'll wait until Wednesday. We've also set up a little seating area here and a small sofa table in the window. And Tammy, my wife, she cleaned all the windows, and they hadn't been cleaned in well over 2 years, exactly 2 years on the dot. So they needed it badly. And if you come in the shop, you're going to see to your left the bookcases, and then to the right, more bookcases. And again, I still have one more coat of paint to put on these cases, so you can see that I covered the floors in painter tape in front of the units. For anyone who thinks that's overkill, just allow me to show you on the tape itself. You can see where the roller makes contact. The reason for that is I wanted to get an even coat all the way down to the bottom. We're still going to shoe mold these, and we're going to put crown on the tops of the bookcases, and then on the ends we're going to have a piece of trim that covers the back as well. You can't even really see the plug holes that I put in. You can see them through this single coat of paint. Once they get this next coat of paint, they will just disappear. And so the cool thing about the plugs is if I ever want to take these bookcases apart on these end caps here, we can just sand the paint off, sand down to the plugs, pull the plugs, and the screws are sitting right behind the plugs, which is much easier to manage than if you had filled them with wood filler. So it's all coming along nicely. We've got some signs here that we're going to use to segregate our different sections by genre in the store. And yeah, we're testing out a few things. We had ordered a bunch of book stands just to see which ones we like better. Those are all the same type. We're going to test those out. I've got a bunch of other ones in a box. We've got furniture that we had acquired, and all of this furniture is second or later hand. Bought all of it either at a thrift store, the Restore location here in town, or in one of the antique stores between Williamsburg and Richmond. So all of this furniture is at a fraction of the price of what we would have paid for new. This thing is super old, this corner table, and it's pretty beat up. What did we pay for that? $35? Something like that. Yeah, and then we got these cool old typewriters. We bought these at a store in Richmond as well, and I just couldn't pass by them without picking them up. Bought both of them. I think they had 3 in the shop. So anyways, that's how far we've gotten with this phase of the build. It is Monday. We're a few days out. We've got to finish up, touch up paint on the faces of the bookcases, a couple little patches here and there, and then we're filling them with books, and we're just going to keep buying things to put on shelves. And that's me beautiful wife. All right. Hey, so right now we are 24 hours out from opening, and we've got all the books on the shelves. Most of them are organized. We still have a couple to categorize or organize alphabetically and make pretty on the shelf. But today's biggest obstacle or goal is to get the point of sale counter in. So I'll flip the camera here and I'll show you guys around because we've had a ton of progress in the last few days. And the biggest thing is that we're within 24 hours. And if you've never done a project like this, you'd probably be panicking if you could see how things look right now. But we're confident that we're good to go because, of course, we are. All right. So you can see here, we've decorated the top shelf of each bookshelf and stacked the shelves with books. We do have them broken up by genres: horror, mystery, thriller, sci-fi, and romance and fantasy. And then over there we have our children's. There's Pops. Got our children's books, and then we're gonna have a spillover for things like manga and a couple of other categories that we want to bring into the shop. But we intentionally left that one bookcase unfinished for a reason. Unfinished meaning like books wise. But yeah, we're putting the point of sale system in. This is not painted yet, but you can see that the other pieces have been painted. And we're just putting it together one piece at a time. So the space is partially decorated, mostly assembled. Books are on shelves. Inventory is being updated, and there's the countertop for the point of sale system.
Don't touch that.
Pops has built a frame that we set the point of sale counter on. So it's a foundation. We did paint the kick plate all the way around it to match the counters. This way they don't get dirty and it doesn't look just like raw pine, a 2x4. And then he built this under counter area. Then we're using the two of the old bookcases or display cases that were on the wall when we first got the shop. We cut them down to be the sides, so you guys will see it when we're done. And of course we had to pull the power and communication lines through the bottom so that we could feed it up to the counter where our Shopify point of sale checkout register will be. And then of course we've got the tables, oh madness, with all the paint supplies and construction and tools. And these rods are going to be on this wall right behind me where the t-shirts are going to hang. That'll be one of our afternoon projects, is to get those installed. And the last bit to talk about outside of the finished work is that Tammy is still decorating the shop. We're putting items on top of each shelf, and this one we just got off of Amazon. We bought some fake fall leaf, maple leaf decorations and some paper pumpkins to just represent the season. We're not trying to go all out Halloween just yet. That'll come very soon. All right.
So we spent quite a bit of time putting the counter together. You can see here that it's in partial paint. I spent the rest of the night painting the point of sale system while Pops installed it. And then we moved on to decorating and installing all the rest of the fixtures in the space with my mom and my wife till 1 a.m. Just look at this place. Mom, Tammy, Pops, we did it. You guys worked really hard. You made this space look amazing. Thank you so much for staying overnight. And now we get to welcome our community in, our friends, our family. We've created something special. We've created something unique. We've created something that I hope will contribute to the culture of Williamsburg, Virginia. And I want to thank you personally for following this series of videos documenting our launch. It's been a passion project, and now we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So we're grateful for our friends who helped us. We're grateful for the community that popped into the store to see what we were doing before we launched. And a special shout out to WY Daily and the Virginia Gazette for showcasing us after we opened. All right, that's a wrap. Come see us.